Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Jordan and today I'm here to bring you a standalone review of The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. You guys heard me last month in my wrap up rave about this, and I told you guys I was going to bring you guys a standalone review because it warrants it. But not only am I going to do a standalone review, I'm actually going to do a deep dive in a podcast. So stay tuned for that. But for today's video, I'm going to give a book review, spoiler free, of The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. Sometimes books get a lot of hype, and then you read them and you're like, that's all right. So with this, because there's so much hype, I was like, I wanted to read it as soon as I could. It actually, now I'm seeing it on YouTube quite a bit, but at the time I was seeing it all over Instagram, not really on BookTube. It's about two twin sisters who are both very light-skinned and comes from this very light-skinned town. One of them chooses to live as black, within the culture that they grew up and identified with, and the other decides to pass and goes to become white. And the author says it's like two twin sisters, one's black, one's white, and that's really what it is. But it's really a lineage way more than that. So we follow their daughters, Jude and Kennedy, one growing up as black and one of them growing up as dark skinned, and the other one who is white and has no idea that her mother is even black. And you're following that, and then you're following Jude and her love story with Reese, and it's like, that's another, it's just so many layers to this. And what I love about the story is that there's so many different characters and so many different topics touched, from colorism, racism, passing, there's a lot in this, because domestic violence is talked about in this, LGBTQIA plus is within this book. There's literally everything. Oh, love, the greatest of them all. Love is within this book. A little bit of feminism and stuff of that nature that's incorporated in this. I'm like, really? What did Brit Bennett not touch within this novel? It deserves all the accolades. It deserves all the praise. It deserves all the hype. This story has so many elements, but it was all well woven in together, and it didn't ever feel like it was doing too much. Sometimes you're like, someone has a great concept in their head, but they're not able to tie it out. Somehow Brit Bennett was able to tie this out across time, across states. I mean, you're in the South, you're in the Northeast, you're West Coast, all this and all these different individual characters and their different stories, and you somehow tie it out and wrap it up in one book. I'm like astonished, honestly, at how well this was done. HBO did acquire the rights to turn this into a series, and I'm so here for it, because the entire time I was picturing the different people. There's a character that we're introduced to called Loretta. When y'all read this, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I see Loretta, and Loretta was that bit. Okay, she was that girl. And I just am excited to see these characters come to life. Additionally, you guys know that I actually rented this from the library electronically, and I loved it so much I had to purchase to own it. So you already know, when I purchase something, I really truly love it. And not only did I purchase it to own it, but I am going to reread this, because I feel like, because I was so anxious when reading this, because the story was so good and I was like fighting sleep and really trying to do it, I like pummeled through, like, when you can't put a book down and you just keep going and keep going and keep going, because I just wanted to see how the story unraveled. The second time around when I'm reading this, I am going, because I know how everything works out, I'm just going to be reading and enjoying and sitting back, and I'm definitely wanting to refresh my memory again before the series is released. I hope I'm not overhyping this for anybody. I really hope so. But I really believe that this book is so good that even with the hype, you will not leave disappointed. I gave this 5 stars because there's nothing I would have changed about it. Honestly, I know some people probably, like, I was talking to one of my friends who read it. The ending was a little bit for them, but I thought the ending was beautiful and just exactly how I would want something this beautiful to finish. Again, no spoilers. Just know that I really love this book. If I had a favorite character, it would probably have to be Jude. I love Jude. Honestly, Jude and Reese, I would read their own love story. Like if the author wanted to go ahead and just do another book and just focus on Jude and Reese and we really dive into their romance and their love, I would be all here for it. I would even be here for what was Homeboy's name? Desiree's man. I think it was Early. I forget. I would be even interested in their loves. I could this was like 5, 6 different stories in one book. So I'm gonna stop rambling and save it for the podcast when I talk with Dwayne. So y'all, I'm gonna try to talk about that with Dwayne and wrap up Black is King in there, a discussion on that, because these are the two things that have given me so much life as of late. Okay, well, let me know if you have read this book, please comment below and let me know who was your favorite character within the book. What did you rate this? And yeah, let's just keep it moving and talking below. If you have any other book reviews, if you have any other books that you think I should read, let me know. When you read an amazing 5-star, it really ups your ante where you're like, I deserve nothing less than the best. I deserve this. So I am reading 5 stars. Like I'm looking for other amazing reads that just bring me so much life. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. Love and light, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.